Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be setting up my planner for December 2025. I, first of all, can't believe it's December. I hope that you guys all had a lovely holiday. We just had family in, so I decided to forego a video yesterday. So today is December 1st, and I'm going to set up my personal rings for the month of December. I thought that this would work out perfectly. We have some time to sit down and get my planner resorted and situated. If you are new here, I'm not really huge on deco, so there's not going to be like a whole switch out of all of that stuff, but it's just about the functional and the pieces that I need to change out so that my planner can be a planner for the rest of the year. This I would like to talk about for a second. I recently ordered the Moterm Elite, and I honestly don't know what I was expecting with this planner, but I will say that I kind of envisioned it to be more like the Giglio Amica, which I've never seen in person, but I think that that one is kind of a more stiff book. This one does not have the big back pocket, but it does have this back pocket, which I actually really love. But I was expecting this to be pretty structured. I did buy it from the Moterm website, and they do have a place for notes. They don't guarantee that they will look at your notes, so I'm not sure if this was picked based on my notes, but I definitely said that I love texture and variation in my pebbling, and they definitely delivered. So whether or not they read it or not, I'm in love with the result. So whoever packed my order, thank you. But this one is not structured. It's very huggable. I'm extremely pleased with this, and I'm having a difficult time keeping myself from ordering more. I do have kind of a larger collection of ring planners, but this one I kind of just bought because I've been craving the darker, deeper browns lately, and I didn't have anything at the time in that for personal rings. I was going to get this espresso color in the regular with the back pocket, and so this one was in stock, so I just went for it. But I'm actually in love with it, and this is my favorite Moterm cover ever. There are these like ring protector pieces of leather on either side of the cover, and then you have this nice open pocket here, and then you have a couple of card pockets, and then this one goes the length of the planner. So these are shorter ones, which I really like that. And I had intended on like making this my partial wallet, but this kind of just happened this weekend. So I usually don't have anything decorative in here, but we did stop this weekend at a little craft show, and somebody was making these macrame paper clips. Oh, and I just scratched my leather with one. But it looks like it's kind of like dabbed with, I think maybe I can take that off, with some like hot glue to keep the edges from fraying. And I just scratched my leather with it. Maybe I can turn it in. No, that's not going to work, is it? Okay, so maybe I can turn it out. I'll just have to be careful. So I thought that that would be really cute tucked in like that. And then, of course, if I needed a paper clip, it would be there for use as a regular paper clip. And then when I stuck it in there, I was like, oh, well, that would be cute with two. And I have this from Paper Minty Studio, and I am part of her like rewards monthly Patreon, which she's moving from Patreon. But this was like the only thing I had in here was just this. And then we bought like these cookies at that same craft show, and there was just this really nice ribbon on here, and I was like, well, it's Christmas. That would be cute. But if this stuff is gonna damage my leather, I'm not going to keep it there for sure. So back to no deco for me, I guess, but it is cute. I'll see if I can get some of that glue broken off. I didn't notice it when I put them in there, but those were really cute. And then I have this other Paper Minty Overbooked. I just tucked that into, I've kept these same other bits in here forever. And then this little note about rings working for me to myself, because I seem to always forget and want to jump into something else just for funsies, which is fine unless it causes you chaos. And planner hopping can definitely cause me some chaos. I don't want to share it here today because that's not the point of the video, but I did buy a super cheap planner to kind of hop into off of Amazon. So let me know if that would be something that you would be interested in seeing. It just arrived while I've had family in, so I haven't had time to play with it, but just the layout itself, I think, is going to work really well. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see that planner. All right, and then everything that I have in between my Filofax tab dividers are just vellum that you can get from Peanuts Planner Co. She does have some physical items available on her site. All right, so let's get into like what we're here for. I do have these stars that I have been covering up the months with. This is so exciting to be able to add another star. I tell you, I have a really riveting life. Okay, so just one more star for the year. So there's that. And then next we need to move to December for my monthly. I'm going to try to do better about just using my monthlies and not worrying about what they look like. Just being messy and filling things in, because that's what I need. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't need it to look nice. I have little PTO reminders for the rest of the year and 2026. My work recently moved my blood donation date, so I'm gonna have to figure that out because they keep pounding me. I have quite a bit in here as far as the weeklies. Not that they take up a huge amount of room. I have noticed that I have not been relying on my weeklies as much as I used to. I think I'm going to keep this in here. And really, there's not a lot of reason for that other than when I am wanting to scroll my phone, or if I'm standing in line somewhere, or if I'm in a waiting room, or I'm sitting in the car waiting for my husband to go in somewhere or something, I really like to have things to flip through. It's one of the things that I really love about a bound book. So I try not to completely empty out my ring pages so that I just have something to flip through. And I know that that's probably weird, but I'm weird and I'm okay with that. Okay, so I usually leave like the end of whatever. I like have the beginning printed and the end printed, and then I want them to like make a whole book when I'm done. So that's why I have this one here, and I have a note to not write on it. So I do need to add some more weeklies to this, which I think I have completely ready. Let's see here. I have all of my stuff just waiting for me. So I won't need this many, but I'll have them here. Let's get them dated. So today is the 1st. My favorite is when the month starts on a Monday. So through the 3rd. My hands are so dry right now. 7. And then I try to remember. Do you hear my dog snoring? We've had such a busy week with family in. So I usually only keep about a month and a half in my rings. Try not to screw this up by talking. And writing. I will forget something, I can almost guarantee it. And then I need to actually write down 21, oh my gosh, 22. I need to write down some stuff for this week as well. I don't want this to get too long, but I wanted to show my process because I don't really show that part very often. Christmas is on a Thursday. I will have to verify that I'm doing this right. All right. 28, 30, 31. Oh, okay. So then I will move to this. Let me make sure that this is right. So the first is a Thursday. That's right. Okay. Gonna take this off, but I actually will probably just stick it on my drawers so I can put it in the new one for the year. If I go with this, which I don't know if I am. I have a couple of different options because I feel like I'm not using the trackers as much. So I might go with something different for next year. I do have like the dated Filofax year. So I'm going to try that, and then I'm not going to beat myself up if it doesn't work. Okay, so now I need to, I always forget to put these back in, but I'm going to try. I'm going to lay it right there so I don't lose it. All right, so now I can put the rest of these over here. So this week is a little bit busier than I usually have. I'm going to just stack these here because I like to write not just on, is this even in frame? I like to not just write on the table or whatever, especially this because there's like texture to it. All right, so today we don't have like an event planned, I don't think. Like we have errands, but we don't have somewhere that we have to be. And then Thursday, let's see, we have, I think that this is, we have a food giveaway. For our church, and I think that this is prep night. And then several of our children and my husband and I are going to see FNAF this Thursday. And then Friday, I don't know if there's something or not, but Saturday, my friend and I are going to Columbus to visit Portland Leather and just kind of spend the day together, so that'll be fun. And then we also have a game night at a friend's house, so there's that. I feel like there are definitely, oh, Gibby has a vet appointment this day. And I would check the digital calendar that my husband keeps everything in, but I don't want to do that because I'm on my phone. I've been putting my workout and dinners here, and I have another version of this where it's just one box that's big like this, where I was just tracking my workouts, but I wanted to track meals again, so we're just going to give less details to a workout. And then this is like the tasks that need done, not specific day. And I did not keep up with my habit tracker at all last week with the holiday. I think I tracked, 0. I put nothing there. I guess I could go back and fill it out, but I don't think that I care. So all right. And then I won't do the tasks right now because I don't want this video to get too long. I forget where I said I was going to end this. Oh wait, there. Oh no. Okay, what have I done? Okay, so these are all old, right? These are all old. Oh wait, so this says November, and this is actually December. That's because I didn't realize. Okay, I don't want to just scratch this out, but I also don't know if I have white correction tape in here. I do not. Okay, so this is going to have to become a later problem, not today. Okay, so I'm going to leave. This is why you shouldn't do this. Okay, this is gonna go. Wait, this says November too. How many Novembers are there? Wait, is this? Wait, this is this week. Oh my gosh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm trying to like, okay. It's okay. All right, so the month of December, also known as November, is here and ready to go. And then I was gonna throw some more Post-its in because I love to have Post-its all around to write things down. I shared these the last few weeks on Instagram. I found these at Target, and then there was a whole bunch different ones, but these I found at Walmart, and I had purchased some and then I couldn't find them. So I purchased them again, but I just think these are adorable. So Post-its here, there's my weekly, and then these are my dailies, which I'm going to take all of these out. And I'm very torn for this year if I'm going to use the plain paper, if I'm going to buy another dated insert. I just bought these from Plan with a Bee. They're undated, but you can highlight or circle the day of the week, the month that you're in, and then write the date here. And I like that these are really super simple. But I also like the way these work. I just don't know if I'm utilizing them well enough to keep them. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take all of this out, which is giving a bunch of bulk to my planner right now. And then I have been storing inserts in a binder I'm not currently using. Okay, and then I have printed out, what is this from? Okay, I think you go over here. I have already printed these from Marcia Bermucci. These are the dailies that I'm using, and I don't remember what this one is called, but I like it. But you print out 2 months at a time, so I have them printed but not punched. These have been coming in handy, but like I said, I'm just not sure if I have been utilizing them to their fullest. So I have the month of December to figure this out. I also have a couple of other options, and I'm going to go ahead and put those from Plan with Bee. Did I say that's where it was from? The ones that I just showed were from Plan with Bee. She had a Black Friday sale, so I purchased a couple of inserts from her shop. But since December is so busy, I wanted to give myself some options. So I could, of course, use the blank pages or whatever that I have scattered throughout my planner, but I also wanted to just have a couple of these in. And so if this insert isn't working for whatever reason for me, then I have these back here that I can turn to. Or if December goes crazy and I end up not getting in to print anything else out, or I feel unready to make that decision, I can already have dailies here for me. I also had these papers. This is some of the inserts that came with the MeePlus planner, which I do love, and I really hope to scale back down soon to get into those little tiny 16mm rings. But I just want to have kind of some more pages here. And now I did the thing that I knew I was going to do. Okay, I'm going to just pop this in here. And then I have a whole list of things that I need to put in here for the day, but I'm not going to do that with you guys. I think I'll just put a couple more Post-its in here as well, which I should be putting them on this. I ended up ordering some new vellum lately, and I liked the way the hearts were layered together, so I just left two. This guy. Okay. What else do I need? Dailies. Okay. And then I bought these also from Plan with Bee, and I thought that I could use these for YouTube tracking. And I would just like note the days that I posted and the title of the video here. But these are for 2026, so I'm going to stick this in my 2026 pile. And then because it is Christmas time, I thought maybe I would show some love to my monthly pages here, which I never put any stickers on. These are from the washi tape shop. Let's see. I just really suck at decorating things, which is fine. I'm perfectly content with that. Because it's about function for me and not the decoration. But I feel like the holidays need something a little less bland. And then maybe, I'm not gonna decorate my dailies, that's for sure. But I always have this spot up here that never gets used for anything, like, ever. So I wonder if make a snow angel. It's supposed to snow, but I never believe it. I think I want this sweater. I definitely don't have a lot of anything like winter. I don't want to cover this up. All right. I wonder if this would look stupid if I cut it, the ball of yarn out. Probably. But if it looks stupid, I have more. I don't think I care. Okay. I don't want to cover up the two is the thing. I should have probably cut that out, but I think that will also look stupid. See, this is why I don't add crap to my planner. I find my the Post-its or the highlights or what have you, I feel like that adds enough color, and I know that that's not decoration, but it provides enough visual interest that I don't worry about it. There. Perfect. Perfectly imperfect. Okay. Roll this back up. We'll see if I do any others the rest of the whole month. Probably not. Put my crap away. All right. So that, I think, should get my planner ready for December, also known as November. I just don't know where it is right now. I do have white, just not in this bag. Okay. So daily planning taken care of, weekly planning taken care of, some extra pages for all the crap, and my planner is not any thinner now because of that. I guess I could take this out. This is going to do a lot of good, let me tell you. This is just little scraps of stuff that I've collected over the weekend for my junk journaling. Yeah, okay. So I'm all set up for the month of December and all of the chaos that is about to rain down on all of us, or at least those who have a bunch of holidays. I think most people have holidays in December no matter what, right? Unless you don't do holidays at all. And I know that there are those of you out there who don't do any holidays at all, and that's cool too. But for me, this is going to be insane. And I have some trackers for presents, and that's going to come in handy. We really need to get to this because we have a lot of kids and friends and relatives that we're going to be shopping for, and I track all of that in here, and it's time to go now because we are slacking with our Christmas purchases for sure, but now it's on because it's December and we're running out of time. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this little setup for December. I hope that helps you see how I use my rings functionally and the kinds of inserts that I'm using to make that happen. If I didn't remember to list a shop, ask me in the comments below. I do try to leave them all, so hopefully you were able to catch those. I can't wait to chat with you in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you're new around here and don't want to miss out on future videos, please consider subscribing. Thanks so much as always for watching, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye guys.